Here we go, guys. We have a new project. This is a Radial Symmetry artwork. We're going to be using a paper design here. We're going to repeat your initials. So I have MV right here, and I repeated it, and Radial Symmetry and having it balanced. And then this is something new. We're going to use some aluminum foil on the outside to add some more decorations and colors to your work. Let's get started. All right, the first step we're going to do is we're going to take that white piece of paper. We're going to fold it in half 2 times. So fold it this way, lining it up, and then I'm actually just going to fold it one more time like this, and then I'm going to open it up. For step 2, we're going to take our initials, first and last, and we're going to try to fit them in one of these boxes here. Now for mine, I'm going to use an M and then also a V, so Mr. Valesky here, so M, then a V. And I'm going to start off with the M here. So I could turn it. I just want to make sure that I draw it nice and big. Now some of you guys might have, some problems getting started. There are other ways to do block lettering, but I want to make sure that I always run it against here. So I'm letting it kind of go right up against that edge here. So I got my block M here, and then maybe my V, maybe I put it at another angle here. I think that'd be kind of fun. And I'm actually going to run it against this one to kind of come up with a new technique or a new little design here that I've never seen before. So M and then a V. All right, once I have that down, then I'm going to take a black Sharpie and I'm going to outline these lines here. Taking your time, making sure that you're going right over top of them. This will make it nice because you'll be able to see the letters through the paper when we go to trace it. Now when I go to trace it, I'm actually going to fold this underneath. So I want this one to go over here. So go like this. Okay. And the nice thing is you could take it over to a window or the light box and you should be able to see through it. Sometimes if you put a white piece of paper underneath it, it'll make it easier to see. And you can kind of see on the screen here through it a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and trace this and see what happens. All right, let's take a look and see how that turned out for half of it. Oh, that's kind of a fun design there. My next goal then is to get this over on this side. So I'm going to fold it underneath here in half this way. And I'm going to go ahead and trace this now. All right, that's a pretty spectacular design here so far. Now I do have some other areas that I can do more designs. So on the back of this paper here, with the letters on it, there are some lines that you could add to your work to make it a little more interesting. So what I would do is I would start with one of the boxes again, and just don't do a lot, but just do like a couple lines that you can add to it to make it more interesting. So I'm going to start, maybe I'll do a line that kind of goes like this, comes off the end, one, and maybe even a circle here, and then maybe a zigzag. Okay, that might be enough to add more design to my work. All right, this is how it turned out. By adding just a few more lines, it was able to add a little more design to it. Once you like your design, then you could start to color onto it. So I think markers and colored pencils work the best. And here's a little technique that might make it look a little bit more interesting and more fun while you work. What I like to do, so maybe I'll work on this part here, is I'm going to go around with my marker and I'm just going to outline the inside here, just to add a little bit of a darker color, like this. And then I will do the rest of it with colored pencils. So it kind of looks like it's shaded almost, and you can come in a little bit lighter and add some blending into your work. And I can even mix colors when I come in here to do that.